Hello children, hope you are all well at your home and staying safe. So today in this video I have come up with a new topic, grammar topic, that is models. And models is something which you are not aware of. This is a very new topic for all of you. So you need to listen very carefully as I go by all the lines. So first, what are models? Models or modal auxiliaries are verbs that are placed before ordinary verbs and express permission, possibility, certainty, necessity, ability and suggestion. So modals are basically auxiliary verbs, helping verbs, kind of helping verbs that are placed before the ordinary verbs. And what are they used for? They are used for permitting something, for showing permission, for showing the possibility that this thing can happen, showing it certainty, showing necessity, that it is necessary for you to do. Ability means your potential or your ability to do something, and suggestion means you are advising something, you are when you are suggesting something to somebody, there you use these kind of models. So what are the examples of models? These words, though there are many models, but the models which we are going to do in class 6th, because it is just an introduction to you people at this stage of your class. So these are the first introductory models we are using: can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, ought to, etc. So there are many models, but we have taken this much only, as we are giving an introduction of model to you people. So the first things some of the things which you need to remember while doing the models. First, models are verbs. I told you that these are auxiliary verbs. Then they come before main verbs. For example, if I say that Rita can go to school tomorrow. So here you will see that I have used Rita can go to school tomorrow. Before go, I have used can. So what is the sentence showing? That there is a probability, there is a chance that Rita will go to school tomorrow. Can means there is a probability here, that there is a possibility that she will go to school tomorrow, right? So here before go I have used can. So this point, they come before main verb. This shows that models are placed before the main verbs. They express permission, possibility, ability, necessity, certainty and suggestion, which I told you before. Necessary. Next is, models do not change according to the number of the person of the subject. Like if the subject, whatever the subject be, it does not change. The model does not change according to the number of the person of the subject. Like if it is, for example, here it is given, I can write very fast, right? Here I is a singular subject and I have used can. Again in the next sentence I have used you can write very fast. So you will again see that with you also I have used can. Again I can say that we can write very fast. So again with we I have used can. So this means that the model does not changes according to the number of the person of the subject. They remain the same whatever the subject be. Next, they have no ing or ed forms. So with models we do not use any ing or ed forms because they are verbs, no? So we are just mentioning here, we do not add any ing or ed forms with models. How the negative sentences are formed with models? So if we have to make negative, like negative sentences with models are formed using not or and. Like I can't run fast. So with can I have used here apostrophe t, it becomes can't, and then I can also use I cannot run fast. So with negative, when you have to make it negative, you have to use not in the sentence. You can make it like this. Now we will come up with main models and their usage. I have divided the explanation of models into two parts because we could not cover up all the models in one video. So I have taken can, could and may, might in this video. So let's first see the usage of can and could. You see, children, though models are very easy because you know the meaning of these words which you use in your day-to-day language, but then they are bit confusing. If you know the exact usage of all the words, then only you will be able to fit them in the blanks. So first is where the can and could is used. First of all, I would like to tell you here that the could is a past form of can, right? So you have to use could when you have to write sentences in the past, and there are other usage also which you will get to know as I explain. So the first is to express ability or capacity. So the first is ability. Ability means what you can do, what is in your what you can do is ability. So I can speak French, that means I can speak French, that I have the ability to speak French, right? So I have used here can. When I was young, I could cross the river. So here could has been used as a past tense of can, and could has been used in context for the past thing which I could do. That means when I was young, I could cross river. Now I cannot, but when I was young, I could cross river. So it is showing the ability in your past term. Next is for seeking seek or grant permission. If you want to take permission or you give permission to somebody, so there you can use can. Like I have said, can I go now? Here you are seeking permission. And next is could you send me the documents? Again you here you have used could. So could has been used here in extremely situation when you are polite. Could is generally used for politely asking some questions, can be asked for use politely when you are asking any question to somebody. There you can use could. Next is express possibility, like where you want to say that this can happen like this thing can happen. You have a you are showing the chances there. There you can use models. Like if I use the sentence, he can come today, what I am showing here, that there are chances that he can come today. So again it shows possibility here. Next is express an offer or a suggestion. If you are offering somebody something or you are suggesting something to somebody, there you also use can or could. Like you can leave your books with me. What I have said here, I am offering you to leave your books with me, right? So I am expressing an offer here. I could drop you to school. This is also an offer that he can drop you to school. So this is how you use can and could. Though you will see when I am explaining, it's look very simple, but you have to remember all the points where we are using can and could. And similarly, thinking about these things, you have to fill in the blanks using these models. Now next we come to may and might. So may and might are generally used for formal situations, and may and might shows chances of happening, and these are generally used for formal situation. What do you mean by formal? Means where you are talking to some outsider, or you are in a situation where you are in some official position. So that is a formal situation in a class or an office, like that. So first is seek or express permission. In can and could also I said that seek or express permission. There it can be informal, like I said, can I come in? So that can be in an informal situation, like you are in a friendly environment, or you are not in an office or in an area where you have friends. So you are just asking for coming in, so you are using there can I come in. But when you are using may or might, that becomes a formal situation. So here may I come in? So the here I have said you may come in, right? To seeking and expressing permission. Right. Next is express a chance or possibility. This is a basic thing which we use. Two differences between this. May and might has a very slight difference between them, that it may rain tomorrow. When the possibility is quite big, when I'm saying that yes, it may rain tomorrow, that means I can look out to the clouds and I can feel that it may rain tomorrow, or the climate is like that, weather is like that. But if I say it might rain tomorrow, the chances are very less. So may and might has just only this difference, that might become weaker than may, right? You have to remember that the chances when we are using might, the chances are much lesser than may. Express an offer or suggestion. So again, you are offering, you are expressing an offer or a suggestion. You may consult my doctor for your treatment. That means you are offering your doctor for treatment. You are asking somebody that he can consult your doctor for treatment. I might visit the farm before deciding. Again, here when I have used might, there are very less chances that I am going to visit the farm. Next, may is also used. This is very important. Generally, we are using in our day-to-day language this thing, may God bless you, may you lead a healthy life. So may is also used for expressing wishes, hopes and prayers. So basically, two things which are very important when we are using may is one for formal situation, for seeking or granting permission, and secondly for wishes, hopes and prayers. This we generally use in our language. So this is how you have to, you just go through the explanation once again, hear the video 2-3 times, then you will get to know what the models are, because this is new thing for you. So you need to hear it again and again to know the explanation, and read it also. And I'll come up with the next video, part 2 of models, in the next video. Okay, thank you.